Welcome to the 19th IISS Manama Dialogue in the Kingdom of Bahrain.
The abhorrent, abominable situation that the civilians of Gaza are existing under right now is something that I cannot, in good conscience, just let slide. We have to do everything in our power to prevent this, and that means working across lines, political lines, working with all of the parties involved to make sure that our voice, our reason, our best wishes for everybody get through.
We need all to come together to produce the peace that we believe is the only path to ensuring security for Palestinians, for Israelis. Our position is every life matters, Palestinian, Israeli. We should do everything we can to stop the horrors that we see unfolding from happening again.
In longer term, there's no returning to October 6th. That's true for Israel, it's true for Palestinians. No country can live with the threats of terror like what we saw from Hamas unleashed on October 7th on their border. And at the same time, Palestinians deserve, need, and require safety and self-determination.
The end game is well known. It's the two-state solution. However, I hesitate to talk about it. Not because I don't believe in it, because I don't see any other solution. I hesitate because we have been repeating once and again for 30 years two-state solutions and doing nothing or almost nothing to implement it.
If we do not adhere to diplomacy and dialogue and allow the continued violation of international law and for countries to resort to the use of military force, the erosion of the rules-based global order will continue. And we risk the spread of further violence and instability across the world.
The policy of containment, which has characterized the Palestinian issue for so long, has clearly failed.
I think the way the military industry is structured now will not be able to cope with the changing threat profiles that we foresee. Therefore, I think a new way of doing business ought to be looked at.
These are extraordinarily worrying and dangerous times for this region, but also more widely. The situation in Israel and Gaza is emblematic of a febrile and agitated world and an international order that is under increasing strain.
We also must consider that war is also an indication of political and diplomatic failure of the international community. All of us have failed in solving this problem, and the responsibility goes on all of us to find the solution.
This ongoing conflict is not only a disaster for the region, it is a disaster for all of us. It is a disaster for our common humanity.
The energy security question has never been and never should have been about oil and gas versus renewables. It's about security of supply. It's about ensuring that conflicts don't impede it, that people don't weaponize it. But it is also true today that as we go through this massive transformation around the world, that everyone has to benefit from it.
We have just concluded the 19th IISS Manama Dialogue here in the Kingdom of Bahrain, a weekend of intense debate and conversation about regional security challenges and defense diplomacy has concluded. We very much look forward to celebrating the 20th anniversary of the IISS Manama Dialogue next year here in the Kingdom of Bahrain.